Today, I'm giving up this for this. Kia ora team, welcome back to HackMagic. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and in fact, it's not even just today. For this next week, I am going to be switching from using my iPhone to the Motorola Razr. Recently, I had the pleasure of hearing Michael Carr Gregg speak on the usage of cell phones in high schools. Now, as someone who works in education, this is a pretty topical point. I've also taken the opportunity to check out a bunch of TED Talks and look at some other research about this. And what has astounded me is how much of mental illness in young people today has a correlation to something to do with their smartphone or social media. So much to do with young people's self-worth today can be wrapped up in these digital, synthetic emotions of likes and loves and sad reacts. Whereas realistically, our brains aren't geared up for this at all. You see, everything I've learned about biology and psychology tells me that humans are a social species. This goes way, way back. In terms of human lineage, human ancestral species, it's thought that we've been using language in at least some capacity for about 1 million to 2 million years. But I feel like our fate was really set in stone about 12,000 years ago with the advent of agriculture and permanent settlements. At this point in our evolution, the division of labor was an absolute necessity. To get the fine craftsmanship of tools or enough food to feed an entire tribe of people, people needed to be doing specific tasks and dedicating themselves to that task. And from that point onwards, humans could no longer live without the support of others. And that is so true, even to this very day. I know myself, and probably most of you watching, could not survive without society in some way. All of this is to say that we are social creatures and we rely on real, genuine social interaction for our brains to be healthy, happy, and well. If you place somebody in one of those flotation sensory deprivation tanks, they will start to hallucinate. If you've seen Tom Hanks in Castaway, you'll know that when people are taken out of social interaction, their brains go insane. So it makes sense in this everyday age where we are spending more time on these than genuine, real social interactions that we are now lacking in them. It's gotten so bad that it's estimated that the average 16-year-old today has had in their life as many social interactions as a 6-year-old would have done thousands of years ago. That is insane. So really, that's what this is all about. This is about me trying to decide whether or not this is a good part of my life and for you to decide whether it's going to be a good part of yours. So, with that in mind, this needs to go away. I'm going to place this in solitary confinement for the next week. Well, that sucks. This phone is actually a refurbished job that I got from Shenzhen in China. I got it on eBay a while ago, and it stopped working. So if you're looking at getting a flip phone of any description, don't buy a refurbished one from China. So, in saying that, I do actually have another one. Round 2. Okay, so here's the other one I own. It's a silver one. It's a wee bit more beat up, as you can kind of see there. And the screen's definitely seen better days, as has that screen. I'm not sure if you can, yeah, you can kind of see that there. But anyway, this one is actually much more like the one I used to own. So I guess it's probably a little bit unrealistic of me to expect that a phone that was made in like the mid-2000s would still function perfectly and not crap out, right? Here it is. I mean, it makes sense that perhaps I was being a little bit unrealistic with a refurbished model from China. Perhaps this one will give us a little bit more luck. Maybe. Now we talking. Kia ora team, we are back here this time for day 2 with the Motorola Razr. That never gets old. So while we're driving to La Puqueta on this fine Tuesday night, it's probably not a bad idea to just sort of reflect on how the past couple of days have gone. I think there's definitely been some moments where I've wanted to do something on my phone and I reach down to grab it and then I remember I can't do that anymore. But I think it's actually been a really good thing, and in some ways it's just kind of liberating to go to do something and then think, no, I can't do that right now. I have to be present in this moment. That's actually a really cool side bonus from all this. It's funny actually, some of the things that I thought I was going to hate, I've actually found myself enjoying. Whenever I'm in the car, I just about never listen to the radio. In fact, no, just about never. I never listen to the radio. I really thought that not having my own music would really suck. I've actually decided I quite like it. And I think the reason why is because it has that same kind of mindful experience as just turning on whatever's on the TV and watching the best thing that's on. That's been a pretty cool side effect of all this. So I'm just heading into La Puqueta now, and I'm actually gonna show the phone to Mitch and Brendan. I'm catching up with him for dinner this evening. I've got some predictions. I reckon Mitch is a bit of a geek like me, he'll love it. I bet Brendan is going to hate it. We'll see how well I do. Mitch, I have bought a new phone.
Yeah. I'm a phone. That ain't new, buddy. I kind of miss flip phones. I kind of wish I'd bring them back. Is that what you wanted to hear? Jeez. I mean, yeah, it's, you know, this feels good to hold, you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that? What did you think of that part when you snapped it shut? Try it again, try it again. Is that not more satisfying?
Satisfying, yeah. Really satisfying.
So a lot of you will remember Brendan. Hello, Brendan. Right. I want your opinions on this. I bought myself a new phone.
Okay.
How does this make you feel?
This is your everyday phone?
It is for this week, yeah.
Whatever makes you happy. Well, I wouldn't use it because, like, for me, to be able to send an email with my phone comfortably is a must for me these days.
I get that too, actually. Like, even in this, like, even just like texting on it is like real janky. It takes so much longer, and it's like so, I don't know. I just don't know whether it'll stick. It's totally a big shift. I mean, the effect that it has, it's like, this TED Talk was basically saying, yeah, what is the right age to give your kid a smartphone? Well, what do you think is the right age to let your kid watch porn in their own time? Because that's what's going to happen.
Let's be honest. And I just got saying that if they also had something about say at 21, like, you know, like legit though. No, but like in the way of like before you see the porn comment.
I remember back when there used to be something that was something that no one would ever do or go to, but now it's a regular thing, almost a regular thing, you know?
I mean, the effect that's having on young people is just what they consider to be normal and a healthy relationship.
And it causes
erectile dysfunction.
Yes, the
one.
Yeah, it causes that.
Totally. People are so used to being in that that when they find themselves in a real situation, it doesn't match up in their brain. It's a real problem. And it all comes back to that.
Pretty much. Yeah, I reckon like social media, in all honesty, I don't think till 18.
Day 3 of the Razr phone challenge. So I didn't actually intend on filming this part right now. I got in my car to go meet some friends for dinner and realized I don't have Google Maps. I've been to this place a few times, but my knowledge of the city and like the streets and stuff, it's not good. So I'm just gonna have to wing it. Yeah. Okay, so it turns out that the people who I'm meeting for dinner aren't actually here yet. So I was just thinking about how this phone, even though this is not what it's for, has a games and apps section. Let's see what we got. Billiards, golf, skipping stones, slideshow, phone book 3D. Fantastic. Skipping stones. Ooh. Long load times. Here we go. Alright. What is the game? Let's just try it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, right. I think I did this wrong. Okay, here we go. Okay, I actually know what I'm doing. Screw this. Okay, billiards. Surely I can be better at this. 9 balls, press a key. Nope. This one? That was terrible. Ah! Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This sucks. Today is Thursday. It's nearly midnight. It's been a long day. The phone is okay. I mean, it's crapped out on me a couple of times today. I don't really know why, but it's okay. I'm going to bed now. Alrighty team, here we are on day 5 of using a flip phone. I have a distinct recollection of being able to install Pokemon Yellow on my old flip phone. So that's what this is going to be about right now. Now, just for the record, this is an emulator and it runs on Java, which is what these bad boys run. Oh, side note, this one seems to be working again. This one has kind of crapped out on me a couple of times. I don't know at this stage anymore. I have no idea what's going on. But this is technically the nicer version of the phone. It's actually the upgraded version, which gives me access to the internet, apparently. So I've got these instructions here, and from what they're telling me, I pretty much just have to go to this specific website. I probably could have done this using a screen capture, but you know, whatever. Go to Boost Apps with your phone's browser, enter jump code link, and enter this jump code. 6071. Okay, we're gonna give this a go. For the record, I do own this game, so the emulation is all A-okay. This is one of like my most prized possessions, by the way. I'm so proud of this. Okay, right. Let's try Google search while we're here. Yes. Search that bad boy. Yes. I wonder how this is gonna look. Okay, let's check it out. Oh yes, it actually works. Whoa, it even does the whole white and green thing. I worked so hard on this. I do not miss having to type these out in full. Alright, well, it seems to be working. There's a jump code. Okay, so I need to enter 6071. Here's the moment of truth. Will it give me something? It's downloading. Oh man, if this works, it's ridiculous. Ah. Okay. Round 2. I found it again. Okay. Alright, here we go. Please work. Please work. No. Yes. No way this actually worked. Oh man, this is unreal. It even looks pretty good. I am 100% a gaming channel now. Oh, it's hilarious. day 6. So at this point I'm thinking the black phone was fine. I'm pretty sure the battery was just a bit sketchy and I blamed it on the phone. I'm sorry. But now having gone from this one to this one and back to this one, this phone is so much nicer. Like, here's the thing. I still get the same nostalgia out of this phone that I did this phone, but this phone's actually a later model. The screen on it is a whole lot nicer. The keyboard feels a lot better. If you call it a keyboard. It lights up and the internet still works. And I got Pokemon running on it. So really, this is something to think about that my rose-tinted nostalgia goggles kind of forgot to consider. Is that if you're going back to using a dumb phone, no matter what it is, think carefully about the type of phone you're going to use. For example, neither of these phones do messages in a conversation format, like this thing. They all come through as individual separate messages, and that can be a real pain. So if you're thinking of going and giving this challenge a try, what I would recommend is that you pick a phone that gets rid of the functionality that you don't need or you want out of your life, but keeps in the quality of life features that can be a real pain if you're missing out on them. I can totally see why some people just go through and delete things like Snapchat and Facebook, Instagram, and just keep the other useful apps on their phone. The point is, the Razr V3 has not aged very well, but the Razr V3 XX has. And it's in black. Your time has come. And so ends my week with the Motorola Razr. Now, I would be lying to you if I said that this experiment had changed my life. My social media and smartphone usage before this wasn't really anything to write home about. I'm not one of those people who kind of hides behind my phone. Realistically, 2 major points stuck out to me from this experiment. The first one was just how much I missed the functionality switching to a phone like this. Things like emails, maps, documents and spreadsheets, even the small stuff like being able to see my messages in a conversation as opposed to isolated messages. That became really frustrating really quickly. The second thing that was of note about this was just how much a blast from the past it was to have a phone where I'd flip it open and my thumbs would fly so quickly it was like they were gonna catch fire. And that's super cool. This is gonna sound a little bit crazy, but in truth, I'm actually going to miss this phone. Part of me doesn't even really want to switch. In saying that, change is inevitable. And for me, I think my smartphone's here to stay.